everybody, Dizzy Crafter here with another video. But before we dive into this video, I just want to apologise for not being able to have uploaded any videos the last few weeks, and unfortunately that is probably how it's going to go in the next foreseeable future for a good 6 months or so. I'll do them when I've got time or if I've got something to share with you. I will try to do it. I mean, hauls are so much easier to edit and they're much quicker, but doing cards and that is much more time consuming. Unfortunately my wedding has to take priority and those things need to be done over my YouTube channel. I really like since starting the channel I've really stuck to doing 2 videos a week, and I do kind of feel guilty that I've not done them and I've kind of let myself down, but I just need to prioritise my time where it's needed, unfortunately. So yeah, that's how it's going to go over the next 6 to 8 months, but then after that hopefully I will be back to normal and resume doing the Wednesday and Saturday uploads. Anyway, enough of that, let's dive into this one. Now this particular order I placed back in February. This has taken about 11-12 weeks to get to me. I placed the order 2 weeks in. I hadn't heard anything. I got part of the order but not everything, so I rang them up and they said they was waiting on a shipment for Germany and it will be a further 2 to 3 weeks. That time passed. I rang again and I rang again, and in the end I just gave up ringing and thought it'll turn up when it turns up, and I totally and utterly forgot all about it, if I'm honest, until it turned up. So I've gone to open it, lifted this thing, and then noticed the colour and thought, oh no, that's what I've been waiting for all this time. I didn't even get an email to say it'd been shipped or anything, so that really did take me by surprise. And I'm not 100% certain how I'm going to unbox the other box that comes with it, but I can show you the smaller one. Then I probably will have to do the unboxing of the other one off camera, and then I'll just show you what it looks like together. But all this makes no sense because you don't actually know what I'm going on about, so let's dive into this and see what it looks like, because I'm dying to see it properly. So as you can see, it's a storage tote and it's much bigger than I thought it was going to be, and in the bigger box is this. I thought it was just going to be a little compartment. Now these are actually meant to be for a sewing machine, or at least the bottom one was, but I've just thought I fell in love with the colour scheme of it all. I did think these dots was white, but they're not, they're more of a grey tone to it. We've got this Velcro handle here. I'm just going to unzip it and we can see what big space we've got. So we've got like a base unit here, and then, alright, this must be like, because obviously they are meant to be for sewing machines, so like this can keep your sewing machine sturdy into place. Well, I don't use sewing machines. Like I said, I've got this to take to my craft group because mine's just kind of lost it a little bit. So yeah, so that's all that is. It's just one big space. I was kind of hoping it was going to have lots of different compartments, but not to worry. No compartment on the lid as such, but we have got these 2 front pockets here. Oh, actually this is one big pocket here, and then, oh, I thought these was going to be like elastic straps kind of thing. It's not exactly a great video, this is it, really struggling with this one. And then we have this pocket here as well. So that's the bag, and now what I will do is take the other one. I'm not sure if it will fit. Try and take this out of this box, but you're really not going to see anything really. So let me just zoom it out a little bit. That's as much as I can zoom out, unfortunately. So this is the top, and you've got the handle here that lifts up, and it's quite really nice and smooth, and that's what's gone on my tote bag. At the bottom we've got some double wheels here, so it's got 2 wheels there and 2 wheels there, and another picture of how it looks. So that's the back with the wheels and your handle. And then we have a pocket here on the side, which isn't, I can't really show you very well, and then we have a zipped pocket here, and that goes quite deep. Unfortunately my camera will not zoom out any more than that. And then we've got another pocket here. It hasn't got a zip, so you've got a loose pocket without an opening, and then another deep pocket there. Oops. And then at the front we've got like the same kind of pocket again that was on the one that goes on the top. Oh no. And then this has got some little tools. You can put like some elastic going on there. And then again we've got this big opening here as well. And then inside will just be one big open space, I'm guessing. And I'm right, yes, because like I say, these are meant to be for sewing machines. So I really could do with taking these straps out, but I'm not too sure how I'm going to get around that, because they'll just they'll just annoy me. So I'll have to try and figure out how I can do that. Maybe get my sister-in-law to sew that in there. That can give me like a little carry holder on both sides, and then just trim it down. So yes, that's my bag. What I will do is I'll film it on my phone as well, so you can get a proper gauge of how it all looks. It's just not that easy to film with my phone and basically show you everything, because it'll just be a right old mess, a bit like this one really. So this is the bag all put together, both of them on top of each other. Obviously they're empty, so they are sagging a little bit. And what I did forget to say is this top one does come with a strap to put over your shoulder, and if I just turn this around, it actually has the strap there to go onto the bar that you pull along, and it's easily, obviously it is empty now, and it is easily pulled along like that. So I really like this one, and I'm so glad I've got it. I'm going to fill it up and then we'll try and move it that way. I filled it up with goodies, and this is what it looks like filled up, although there is still plenty of room inside. So the camera might get a bit wobbly, but I'm just going to show you what it looks like inside of each bag. You can see like there's loads of room still here. Trying to keep this camera as stable as I can. Not that easy. So in here I have got several of these Totally Tiffany containers. So I think there's like 4 of this size, 1 big A4, and then I've got my caterpillar trimmer there. I would never take my caterpillar like that because I wouldn't want the bar to bend. It was just for this purpose of just this particular video, and the fact that I couldn't find my other one. I don't know where I've put it. My trimmer I normally take. So that's the top bag, and it's quite heavy to be fair, but I never actually said when I did this, there's actually handles on this one, on the lower one, which is fantastic because I do miss that on my previous one. When I'm lifting it into the car, it's really difficult, so I usually have to have help with that. And then inside here it's pretty full. So these are like the kind of things I'd normally take with me. One thing I don't like is that there's no velcro thing to hold this back, so I may try to come up with a plan. I'm sure my sister-in-law will come up with something for me because she's quite creative that way. And then I have my Prym box here, and that goes all the way down to the bottom. This is my main thing I take with me when I go crafting, because it's something I can take with me, but I use it all the time in my craft room. All this stuff here is just stuff that's permanently always in my bag. I don't take it out. So I've just got a few stamps there, some pencils that I got from the range, I think, so I take them with me because I have my Faber-Castells with them at home. And then I've got all of these little tubs here with the mini distress ink pads, so I keep them there because obviously I have the larger ink pads in the house as well, so they can just stay and I don't have to keep taking ink pads with me. I've got my Martha Stewart scoreboard, which is the 12x12 one, and I've got my Tim Holtz larger stamping platform and a stamping like cutting mat. In the front pocket, just put these pencils back. I'm just going to knock them over, aren't I? In the front pocket here, I've not really gone to town. I've just got a few pairs of scissors, a brayer, some pens, an embossing folder, and a stamping mat there, and some tissue. And then I've not got anything in this pocket here. And then in this pocket is all my adhesives, so that'll hold it in there. And I meant to say, actually, in this pocket I put some stamping mat and some cardstock in there as well. And again, that's all A4, so that's a really decent sized pocket. And I think that's more or less it. So I'd love it if you would please comment, subscribe. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I know it's a bit really up in the face of the camera, but it's the best I can do. Oh, and I didn't actually say this. This set is actually by Prym, so it's the same company who makes these boxes. These boxes are fantastic. I mean, if I can just catching on that, just get that out, and you can see, like, I've got it really tall, and like in the bottom here I've got my distress tools, mini spritz and stuff. I've got excess of ink pads and blending sponges, more ink pads. That's it, all my acrylic blocks in there. I've got an empty container, and then up here are all my VersaFine Clay ink pads, and that's why I actually bought this unit for this. So they fit lovely, just one deep one and one small one holds all the VersaFine ink pads, because these are the ink pads I use the most. And I wanted a storage solution of being able to take it to and from the club easy, and this container does. So I will actually link the items down below if you want to purchase them, and hopefully you don't have to wait as long. I mean, this container came the next day, so that was fantastic, and it was obvious that it was just waiting on the shipment from Germany, so it's worth the wait in my opinion. And we've just got a little millimeter here coming to say hello. And with that note, I'm going to go and say goodbye, and hopefully I shall catch you in the next video. Bye. Hello, Minnie Moo.